Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with a swatch and review of the Autumn Fall collection for 2019 from Zoya, the Sensual collection. Let's hope the video doesn't get flagged because it's doesn't have the word sensual in the title. So it seems really early, but things happen so quick. Like summer stuff happened ages ago, we're now on to autumn, even though it's, what is it, the 4th of August? I guess maybe it's not as early as what I thought. Anywho, anyhow, this is a 12-piece collection. I'm going to go through them in kind of the colour palettes that are presented with us. So there's going to be, it's more of like a blue-purple box. And we'll start off with more of this nudes and red boxes. And we'll work our way along that way. I have the Zoya descriptions, so I'm going to read the descriptions that they put on the colour. That's sometimes better than me making it up as I go along. The thing I should say at the start is these are all 2 coaters. All of them. Which made me so happy, especially the lighter nudes. So I only really need to tell you the colour descriptions because they're all 2 coaters. Save myself repeating that. So let's dig in with these lighter shades. We will start with Joss, and Joss is described as a soft colonial rose cream, the perfect neutral with just a kiss of pink. And it is that neutral colour with a little bit of pink. It reminds me of like the lighter sister of Rue by Zoya. Rue is a little bit darker, but it is that still neutral colour, but with a little bit of pink in there. And like I say, a great formula. The darker shades should be opaque in 2, but to get these first 2 lighter ones opaque in 2 is really impressive to me, and it makes it was a really easy application, not patchy or streaky. So yeah, really happy, and I love a neutral, especially in the autumn. So 2 coats of Joss. Moving down from Joss, we have Kinsley, and Kinsley is described as a blush toned caramel cream. So it is kind of in between the 2 that we're going to talk about. So there's it compared to Joss, and then after Joss we have Foster. So you can kind of see those 3 together. We have kind of like the ombre effect here, so it sits very nicely in the middle there. Also, this Zoya collection has really funky names and I love it. I love that Zoya obviously tries to name them after people, but it's just so good. So Kinsley is, like I say, it's just that slightly more brownish neutral. We had Joss, which is more pink leaning, but this is definitely more, as they said, caramel leaning. That's a pretty accurate description there. So another beautiful formula, and super impressed for it to be 2 coats. So that one was Kinsley. Foster is the brown, and it is described as a decadent hot chocolate cream with pink undertones. So as you saw when I compared it to Kinsley and Joss, it does fit in that spectrum where there is some pinkiness to it, or like I said, the undertones of it are quite warm, but with it being chocolate, sometimes to me chocolate can look a little bit more like, if it's too yellow, it looks like too like poop-like, but this definitely retains in a nice warm toned where it is a little bit pinky, and it's not that type of colour. So really easy, again, 2 coater, I'm just going to repeat myself, 2 coater, Foster. Spoiler, this is one of my favourites from the collection, and it's called Briar, and Briar is a red toned terracotta cream. I love this so much. I love colours that kind of sit in between like 2 colours, and like I say, where it being terracotta, where it's like this beautiful rusticy red, a little bit of brown, a little bit of pink. Oh, I love it. Definitely one of my top picks from the collection, which we'll obviously round out at the end, but love that one. That one was Briar. Margaret is a well-balanced, vivid auburn red cream. This in the whole collection is probably the most generic colour. It's just a red cream. You probably own one, but if you don't own one, this is a nice one. It's just an easy 2-coater cream formula red. Nothing too jazzy about it. So it's just there for you if you need a red. Margaret. There are 2 shifty polishes in the collection. Out of the 2, this is my more preference, and this is Rashida. And it's a dazzling ruby red with a shimmer of red micro pearl. So it is just that beautiful red, and then you can see the flash, which is obviously that pearly kind of finish. Zoya does these so well. So to me, if you said to me what does Zoya do, I would say scattered hollows and I would say shimmers, because to me, like, these sort of flashes and shimmeries, they do so well. And this is so autumnal, just a perfect sexy red kind of colour. So that one there was Rashida. Moving on to the blue purple half of this collection, and I believe on the Zoya website you can just buy them in the halves. The other one, like I said, so Rashida was the red shimmery one, and then we have Etta, which is the plummy kind of colour, and they're saying a vampy cabernet with a hint of violet micro pearl. So it's kind of like the purple version of Rashida, and that one there is Etta. Out of the two, I would say Rashida is my favourite. I'm not into purple, and I didn't realise that until recently. I did a huge de-stash maybe 6-7 months ago, and I got rid of a lot of purple. And if you'd asked me what colour don't you like wearing, I would never have said purple. So out of the two, it's really, really beautiful and it is stunning. But just to say, out of the two shimmers in the collection, Rashida would be my favourite. But that one there is Etta. We then have Ripley, and this is a rich boysenberry cream. And similar to what I just said, purple is not my favourite, and of all the tones of purple, this is my least favourite tone. I don't know what the undertones of this are. Someone can help me. But like this kind of colour purple is just not for me. Just on a personal preference, on a quality perspective, great quality, 2 coats, nice and easy, beautiful cream finish. For me personally, not really into this tone of purple. So that one there was Ripley. The difference in these, like I say, I'm no good at colour theory, but so like I say, I'm not really a fan of Ripley, but I'm a huge fan of Michaela. So hopefully you can see the difference there. Like this kind of purple to me, I guess the more blue toned purple, love it. So like I said, this next one there is Michaela, and Michaela is described as a dusty purple taupe cream. Love this one. So maybe it is the blue undertones of it, but I really love the finish of this, and it's just a slight subtle difference in between the two shades, because they're very kind of similar tonal, but just the difference just makes me love Michaela so much. So that one there was Michaela. And just for comparison's sake, I will hold it up against the other one, which is Vespa. So we have them all three together there, Vespa, Michaela, and then Ripley. Just for your own reference. And again, I actually love Vespa. Vespa is described as a deep antique grey violet, and so pretty. They're really like dusky grey toned polishes for me. I just love them, and I love them in the autumn. And to me, I like wearing a lot of creams in the autumn, like a dark cream purple, a dark cream blue. I like wearing creams. So another one, really great one, and one of my favourites. That one there was Vespa. I would not be happy without a blue. And this one is called Elliot, and Elliot is described as a blackened peacock blue cream. My goodness, stunning. It's no surprise, I love a good blue, so therefore this one would be so good to me. It's nice, it reminds me a lot of I Saw, You Saw, We Saw, Warsaw from OPI, which was my wedding day colour, where it's kind of a navy, but a bit brighter of a navy, so it's like blue, and there's like a bit of a purpley tone in there. All of that makes me super happy, and obviously a nice easy 2-coater. If you are worried about staining, this would be the only one that I would wear a base under, just because blues are the only colours really for me that I have a tiny bit of staining with sometimes, so I always wear a preventative base coat with blues, and so I had no problems putting that in place. So that one there was Elliot. The last one wrapping us up is Ashton, and it's what I have on my nails today. Ashton is described as a black tourmaline with scattered silver effect. So it is, to me, a very metallic-y kind of finish. This one is 2 coats, but when I put it in the light box, or like if I look at it under like the ring light, I can see a tiny bit of nail line, but in day-to-day living it's absolutely fine. But just like I say, under some artificial lighting you might see a tiny bit, which is a bit strange because it is a darker colour. It is nice. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourites because it's just kind of in the middle category. I liked it. So that one there was the only one I could say. We'll say 2 or 3 for Ashton. So my picks, if I haven't made it clear and obvious already, are going to be Briar, Elliot and Vespa. These 3 are my favourite, and 3 creams. Like I say, creams are good for autumn. So let me know down below which ones you'll be picking up from this collection. It is available right now, I believe, and I think they are also doing their bundles normally around the time of launch. Just in general, Zoya always has really good deals going on, but I believe around the launch time they're going to be having some extra deals where you get some wide brushes, some remover. So check a look on the website down below. These also should be on Nail Polish Direct, I believe, soon. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.